If Macedonia's startup ecosystem was a city, it would look like this. Startup Macedonia and the USAID Business Ecosystem Project partnered on a study to map this city and figure out how it can be improved. Between February and April 2018, we talked to 65 startup companies and 20 startup support organizations, including incubators, accelerators, training centers, and more. The study revealed a number of interesting findings, but before we get to those, we need to answer one important question. What is a startup, anyway? A startup is a newly established company with an innovative product, significant growth potential, and a scalable business model. So what exactly is innovation? Innovation is defined as any application of a new or significantly improved product, technology, process, or service. Now that we've covered the basics, let us look at how startups grow into fully developed companies. Every startup journeys through 3 phases of development: formation, validation, and growth. The journey of every startup begins with the formation of an idea and a team. This is called the formation phase. The validation phase is when that idea is developed into a product and tested on the market. Finally, if the product achieves initial success on the market, the startup moves into the growth phase, seeking to scale up the business and generate more revenue. The startup journey is often challenging, so many companies go through it with the help of startup support organizations. Together with startups, these supporting organizations make up a large portion of the startup ecosystem. To help speed up their development, 46% of startups use the services of training centers, incubators, accelerators, and other startup support organizations. However, startups don't always get the services they need most. For example, 78% of Macedonia's startups prioritize sales support, but only 35% of startup support organizations offer such a service. Only 11% of startups prioritize mentorship, but 80% of support organizations still offer free mentorship services. In some cases, the supply matches up with the demand. For example, 39% of startups don't collaborate with other businesses. To help them establish new beneficial relationships, 80% of startup support organizations offer free networking services. The 20 startup support organizations we interviewed also think Macedonia's startups could stand to improve. They grade the investment readiness of the startups that complete their programs with a very average score of 2.25 out of 5. Startups are risky enterprises, but the right kind of services could help more of them succeed on the market. Currently, only 15% of Macedonian startups exit startup programs with a marketable product, and only 10% succeed in acquiring a customer base. The startup ecosystem could also benefit from greater collaboration. Half of all interviewed startups say there is a lack of collaboration within the ecosystem. These findings point to a gap between what the startups demand and what the startup support organizations are currently offering. So how did this gap come to be? One reason is that just 10 of the 20 startup support organizations we talked to designed their services based on market research. This results in the creation of too many overlapping services that are not aligned with the priorities of startups, especially in the early phases of the startup journey. The largest service gap is in product development, sales, and growth. To understand what kind of services Macedonia's startup companies need the most, we first need to look at where they are on their development journey. Most of the startups we interviewed are working on turning their ideas into marketable products. In other words, they are in the validation phase. Unfortunately, most startup companies close shop before they manage to launch a product that generates revenue. Now that we know more about Macedonia's startup ecosystem, we can start thinking about how to close the gaps. There are 3 things we can start working on right away. We need to adopt a common, clearly defined development framework. Second, we need services with a greater focus on specific phases of development. And third, we need to shift some of the support from developing ideas into developing products. By empowering product iteration and business development, we can move more startups toward revenue generation and growth. If we work as a community with a common purpose, we can transform Macedonia's startup ecosystem into a powerful engine of innovation and growth. What can you do to help build a stronger ecosystem? Send us an email or share your ideas in the comments below.